Johnson Show. With Flip's guest, Johnny Mathis, George Carlin, Abbey Lincoln, and Flip's special guest, Joe Namath. And now, here's Flip.
Thanks, y'all. I want to say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Tonight, my guests are Johnny Mathis, and Freddie Johnson is going to have a visit from the exciting Miss Abbey Lincoln. George Carlin's going to do his famous Indian sergeant routine, and my special guest is Joe Namath. Yay! Broadway Joe. Hi. See, this is Henry, and this is Jerry. Henry is Johnny's dog, and Jerry is mine. Sit. That's good. Not now, Jerry. Not now.
Hey, Flip. Did Henry get fresh with Jerry?
He hasn't seen it yet.
Right. Okay. Hey, what kind of dog is that?
It's an English bulldog.
Sure is an ugly dog.
I take that as an insult because generally people associate the dog with the owner. See, you got a big shaggy dog, and I got a little short stocky dog. This is the way bulldogs are supposed to look. This is one of the pretty ones. I mean, when those in bulldog land, when this bulldog goes down the street and those other bulldogs see it, they say, "Wow, dig that fox."
Hey, Flip, you got papers on that dog?
Oh, I don't have them with me. I left them at the house, spread all over the floor.
Do all bulldogs look like that?
Well, that's the way they're supposed to look, according to the guy who sold it to me.
Oh, where'd you buy her?
In an alley.
In an alley?
Yeah, the guy had Jerry up under his coat, and he walked up to me and said, "You want to buy a hot dog?" Let's try to sing our way out of it.
All right, fine.
Ouch, you're stepping on my pouch. Too bad, said the kangaroo.
Oh, you're stepping on the toe. To the kangaroo, said the new.
You stepping on my trunk. To the news, said the elephant.
The seal flipped the slippers, swallowed several kippers, then they all began to chant. Let us out, let us out, let us out, let us out. The zoo is overloaded. Let us out, let us out, let us out, let us out. The population has exploded.
Eat, you're stepping on my beat. Said the pelican to the moose.
Watch out, you're stepping on my snout. Said the moose to the honking goose.
Heck, you stepping on my neck.
Said the goose to the tall giraffe.
Ouch, my pouch.
Oh, my toe. E-ow-o-oo. That's what is new at the zoo.
Yipes, you stepping on my stripes. To the elk, said the tiger cat.
Oh, you're stepping on my claw.
Sing the song.
To the tiger cat, said the rat.
Oh, you stepping on my hoof. To the rat, said the fair gazelle.
The duck quacked his crackers, swallowed several crackers, and they all began to yell. Let us out, let us out, let us out, let us out. The zoo is overloaded. Let us out, let us out, let us out, let us out. The population has exploded.
Pops, you stepping on my chops. Said wolf to the porcupine.
Hey, Bill, you're stepping on my quill. Said the porcupine to the swine.
You stepping on my mug.
Said the swine to the chimpanzee.
Yipes, my stripes.
Ooh, my hoof. Oh, ow, oh, ooh. That's what is new at the zoo. That's what is new at the zoo. And how are things with you?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Hi, I'm Flip. This is my dog, Jerry. We live in a slipper. Right, Jerry? Everyone has their favorite comics, you know. I have mine, you have yours, Jerry has hers. George Carlin is Jerry's favorite comic. And when I told Jerry that George was going to be on the show, she asked, is he going to do his famous Indian sergeant routine? So I said, well, I'll ask him, Jerry, if you'd like. So I asked George, and he said yes. So now, ladies and gentlemen, George Carlin with his famous Indian sergeant routine.
Yeah, my favorite movies are the Westerns, and especially the Westerns involving Indians. I like them because you always know what the big scene is going to be. It's going to be the Indians finally attacking the cowboys. You wait for it to happen for an hour and a half. You can see them on the hill during the titles of the movie. And finally, and it's all over. But we've seen for 90 minutes the cowboys getting ready for this attack, right? All preparation. Pull them wagons in a circle, get them old ladies up and load up the weapons, tap them petticoats, use them for bandits, get them salt bags and sandbags and handbags. It's a hassle, it's a lot of sand. They never show you how the Indians prepare. And it's their attack, right? Now, the Indians were good fighters. Just because they started in Massachusetts and wound up defending Santa Monica doesn't mean they were bad. We kind of beat them on the treaties, you know? They were really good fighters, and if they were, they must have been well organized. It couldn't have been as chaotic as it looks in the movies, with one old chief, Many Moon come Choctaw, and a lot of guys running around naked. There had to be intermediate authority. There must have been Indian sergeants. All right, all the tall guys over by the trees. Fat guys down behind the rocks. And you with the beads, out of line. All right, knock off the horseplay. Come on, knock off the horseplay. You guys over there playing with the horse, you want to knock it off? You've been all given a piece of birch bark and a feather dipped in eagle's blood. We want you to write on the birch bark in the upper right-hand corner. That's the upper right-hand corner. That's your arrow hand. You write your last name first, first name last. If your name is Running Bear, you write Bear, Running. If you have a middle initial, include that, such as Wolf, Howling W. A lot of you have been asking about promotion. You like to make brave second class? Get another scar on your arm? Well, I'm happy to say the results of the early tests that come in, you're doing beautifully. Burning settlers' homes, everybody passed. Imitating a coyote, everybody passed. Sneaking quietly through the woods, everybody passed, except Limping Ox. However, Limping Ox is being fitted with a pair of corrective moccasins. And you'll be up and dancing in no time at all. There are two other areas on which you will be tested. Running down the hill yelling like a nut, and leaping into the gorge, which is considered to be the tougher of the two. A lot of guys like to save leaping into the gorge for last. A couple other announcements for you here. The fertility rites have been called off due to the recent cold wave. There'll be a rain dance Friday night, weather permitting. And there's one other item goes on your clothing list. That there is your loin cloth. And that appears on your list as one each cloth loin type. That there is your loin cloth. You'll want to get to know and love your loin cloth. Someday it may save your life. There'll be a massacre tonight at 9 o'clock. Meet down by the bonfire, dance around a little, and move out. Now, this here is the third straight night we've attacked the fort. However, tonight it will not be as easy. Tonight there will be soldiers in the fort. The uniform of the day for the massacre, it's a formal. You want your Class A summer loincloth. 2 green stripes over the eye, no feather. Arms are blue, legs are red, chest is optional. You might want to throw a little yellow on the bellies. How's that? No, you can't put any purple on your eyelids. Ain't you the guy with the beads? Get out of line with you.
George Carlin! Too much, George! And now I'd like you to meet a very special young lady. She's an outstanding singer and a fine actress. You probably recall seeing her with Sidney Poitier in For Love of Ivy. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Abbey Lincoln.
You're very sweet to say all those nice things about me.
Yes, well, I haven't started yet. I haven't told them about all those awards you won.
Oh, please. You'll embarrass me.
No, I won't. You won them. So why not tell them? As a result of her fine performance in For Love of Ivy, Abby was voted most promising female personality. And that's what I like, the female personality who promises the most.
That's not what they meant.
No?
They were referring to my histrionic potential.
Oh. Well, that's what I'm talking about. For a long time, I've been admiring your histrionic potential. Abby received 2 awards for her performance in the movie Nothing But a Man.
That's what I like. Nothing but a man.
We'll finish our conversation a little later on. Ooh, you better cut that out.
America, it's the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection.
Look, you gotta deal me out, Harold. Yeah, I got a date with Gloria tomorrow night. Yeah, so I'm gonna get plenty of rest. Yeah, I gotta stay in shape for Gloria. Which ain't a bad shape to stay in for. Yeah, okay, give my regards to your mother, okay? Bye, talk to you tomorrow. Well, I think I'll exercise my mind. Gotta pay some attention to that part, too. Hello. Oh, Gloria. How you doing, Mama? Yeah. You devil, you. You know what's gonna happen tomorrow night, don't you? Yeah. Tomorrow night, the irresistible force is gonna meet the movable object. So you get plenty of rest, Gloria, okay? I'll talk to you tomorrow. You better cut that out. World needs more like Gloria and less like me. The old famous Bing Bong. I wonder who that is. Do you know? Well, we're gonna find out, aren't we? You bet your reflection we are.
New neighbor from across the hall.
What you see and what you get.
I know this sounds ridiculous, but tonight is Thursday and my favorite television show is on in a few minutes, and my set just broke.
Really? Now, isn't that a shame? I wonder if there's anything I could do.
I was hoping you'd let me watch it here.
You were. Well, now, is it a half hour or an hour program?
I don't know how to tell you this, but it's 90 minutes.
90 minutes? That's a long time, isn't it? 90 minutes. Look, anything for a neighbor. A friend in need is a friend indeed. My mother told me that. You just sit right here and make yourself at home. I was going to turn in early, you know.
Oh, I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Not at all.
My name is Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi. One of my favorite names.
It means my delight.
Yes. Yeah. My name's Freddie Johnson.
What does that mean?
Watch out. What channel did the show come on?
It's Channel 4. It's called the Horror Theater.
Oh, I remember that one. That's the one with the vampire. Yeah, that cat sure got a set of teeth on him.
I've always been fascinated by the supernatural.
You have. Well, you came to the right place.
Good evening, Count Gabriel. Good evening. May I introduce my daughter, Rosalie? You are lovely, my dear. Such a graceful swan-like neck.
Ooh, the vampire. Ooh. Oh, no. I can't look.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll save you. Oh, here comes a commercial. Watch out.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I think maybe we could both use a drink. Not at all. Not at all. I get carried away with TV shows sometimes myself, like the Newlywed Game. You know, you're very stimulating when you're frightened.
You're kind of cute yourself.
Cut that up. Maybe we could have dinner or something.
I've had dinner.
Well, how about the or something? What are you doing? I'm sorry. I didn't plan to act this way. I can't help it. No, it's just you, me, this room. I love you. I've always loved you. From the moment you walked in that door, another girl had to cross my mind.
At the stroke of 12, Count Gabriel will turn into a vampire and devour Rosalie.
That Count Lugubio sure is lucky, ain't he?
What happened? It went off right in the middle.
I don't know.
Well, what am I going to do?
Let's not interrupt everything.
I know. Mallory's department store.
What?
They've got an entire furnished bedroom in the window.
They do.
They keep the set on all night, and it's always turned to this channel. Goodbye. Thanks.
I'd like to find out whether Count Lugubio devours Rosalie. In the meantime, that'll give Naomi a chance to finish killing me.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Knock it off! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the big hand is on the 4, the little hand is on the 2. And by golly, it's time for the 6 o'clock report. Hal Dean here.
Dean Hal here.
Religious leader Maharishi Maurice Hashish today announced the formation of a new religion, one that teaches that when you die, your soul goes to a garage in Buffalo. Turning now to our nation's capital, Congress had a busy day today in Washington. For that story, here's Rod Bernard in Maine.
Hi, Dan Thomas here at Yellowstone National Park. Congress had a busy day today in Washington. And now back to Hal Dean in New York.
Thanks, Steve. Always a penetrating report. Time Time now for the movie review, and today a zany comedy, Two's Company, the story of Siamese twins who are joined at the lips. And the merry mix-ups that occur when one gets married and the other has root canal work done the same day. And now for some late-breaking news across the tracks, here's Stafford Cripps.
Hello there, this is Stafford Cripps. And I'm over on the other side of the tracks. Wilt Chamberlain has just announced he's retiring and becoming a baseball team. And now this late bulletin. Fire broke out in the topless bar next to Mom's barbecue palace. It took them 20 minutes to put the fire out and 3 hours to put out the firemen. For news on the human side, in Washington, a government agency claims we're winning the war on poverty. The president has promised to withdraw 200,000 poor people a month until it's over. Friends, it happened today in the heart of Manhattan. And friends, Manhattan does have a heart. 3 little children standing on the corner of 125th Street in Harlem saw a miracle. The garbage was collected. And now for the latest in sports, here's Biff Barf in the Spotlight Spotlight.
Well, good evening, sport fans. Biff Barf here in the Biff Barf Spotlight Spotlight. I call them the way I see them, and if I don't see them, I make them up. No games today. However, we've got a few late football scores still coming in from the far west. Guam Prep 45, Tahiti 14. Mindanao A&I 27, Molokai 10. Caltech 14.5. MIT 12 to the third power. And here's a partial score, Philadelphia 29. Well, that's it from the Scoreboard Kids. Don't forget to join me tomorrow afternoon on the ever-widening world of sports when I'll be presenting the National Two-Man Pole Bearing Championships. And next week, I'll be a guest hunter on American Sporting Man. 6 of us are going to kill a rabbit. Now, our special feature, here's our science editor, Ralph Labb.
In Washington, the Food and Drug Administration has removed all thermometers from the market. They were found to contain mercury. One final note. Here's a community announcement from Reverend Leroy of the Church of What's Happening Now, one of the sponsors of our news program. The church picnic is scheduled for tomorrow. If it rains in the afternoon, the picnic will be held in the morning. For tomorrow's weather, here's Al Sleet, your hippy-dippy weatherman. Hi, Al.
Hey, baby, what's happening? Que pasa? Que what you call your pasa? Al Sleet here, your hippy-dippy weatherman, brought to you by Folsom's Eggnog. Hey there, Mom. Getting bombed around the house? Why not do it with Folsom's Eggnog? Made from only the freshest eggs and only the finest hand-picked nog. Present temperature is 41 degrees at the airport, which is stupid because I don't know anyone who lives at the airport. Tonight, the radar is picking up a line of thunder showers which extends from a point 9 miles north-northeast of Secaucus, New Jersey, along a line to a point 5 miles south-southwest of a point to be right near Fondue Lock. However, the radar is also picking up a squadron of Russian ICBMs, so I wouldn't sweat the thunder showers. Tonight's forecast, dark. Continued mostly dark tonight, turning to partly scattered light in the morning.
Well, that just about wraps it up on the 4 o'clock news. Join us again tonight at 11 for the noontime report. Until then, this is Dean Howell.
And Hal Dean, leaving you with this friendly word of advice about your child's teeth.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, this is Joe. What? You're just in time for the day and you want to have lunch? Sure, honey. Listen, we're starting a ladies' day here, and I have to interview a new instructor. But I'll make it quick. Red, I'll meet you there in 20 minutes. Yeah, honey. Of course I love you. Hey, who is this? Oh, Darlene. I was only kidding. I knew it was you all along. Right. Come in, it's open.
I'm the new instructor you sent. The name is Miss Jones. Geraldine Jones.
How do you do? I'm Joe Namath.
Charmed, I'm sure. Broadway Joe. Playboy of the Western world. Woo! You're a devil, ain't you? Would you mind hanging this up for me? Be careful, it ain't dead yet. He tried to bite me this morning. Woo.
I've never seen a fur like that.
Well, it's 10% beaver and 90% Dacron. Killer works for a guy who owns a Dacron farm.
Ah, you get your own dry fur coat.
Yes, honey. During the summer, I keep it in the freezer.
Well, listen, do you have any references?
References? I don't need any references.
Well, have you had any experience in physical culture?
Honey. Honey, the only culture that I know about is physical.
Well, look, let me see what you know about this equipment.
Yes, what I know about the equipment. Well, honey, generally, don't get behind me. You just stay up here where I can watch you. Yeah, I know about them quarterback sneaks. Generally, when I conduct a class, I give them a little pep talk first. Now I say, girls, we all shut up and listen. Now you all know why we're here. So let's cut out the faking and get on with the shaking. Ooh. Honey, if Killer knew about this... This is what you call a backfield motion. Now, quite often, in case of power failure, I teach the girls to do this without the machine. However, we won't get into that right now. Come on, honey.
Well, can't we do this some other time?
Do what some other time? I'm only gonna give you a massage. You better watch it, Joe. Don't be bashful, honey. You're just another body to me.
Well, I'm not bashful, but I have to go out.
Honey, you've been out all season. What's the matter?
I got a bad rib.
Honey, I'm working on your neck.
Oh!
Now what?
I got a bad shoulder, too.
You got a bad shoulder, a bad rib, 2 bad knees, and a broken wrist. Honey, you should have left before her husband got there.
Take it easy, Geraldine.
I told you the name is Miss Jones. Now I'm not going to tell you again. You must not have heard about Killer.
Killer? Who's Killer?
Who's killer? Honey, he marched down the football field of my heart and tore down the goalposts of my love. Woo! Touchdown!
Killer's your boyfriend, huh?
That's right, honey. He's my number one draft choice. And the Army's looking for him, too. Turn over, honey. You done on this side.
Okay. I really hate to keep Darlene waiting.
You devil, you... I saw the way you huddled with Ann Margaret in that picture.
You saw it?
I saw that.
What'd you think of my acting?
Joe, let me put it this way. Compared to you, Jim Brown is Sir Lawrence Olivier. Stay where you are, honey. I'll get it. We're not finished yet. Touchdown. Hello? Darlene. Joe's here. He can't come to the phone now. He's flat on his back. Who am I? That's none of your business. If I'd have wanted to talk to you, I'd have called your house. You got a lot of nerve. Who am I?
Well, you've gone and ruined it with Darlene for me.
She's not your type, honey. You need a woman with fire. Woo! Don't fight the feeling.
Well, why don't you have lunch with me?
What? Me have lunch with you? With your reputation? I'd love to. But I better check with Killer first.
Oh, well, Killer doesn't have to know about this.
He don't, huh? Mm-hmm. Killer don't have to know about this. Well, honey, if Killer caught me having lunch with you without asking, next year, 2 of us will be out for the season.
Well, listen, if you change your mind, I'll be downstairs in the Timeout Cafe.
Yes.
I'll be in the booth.
In the booth.
In the back.
In the back.
In the corner.
In the corner.
In the dark.
In the dark. Woo! In the booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark. Let me tell Killer about this. Everything I have is yours. Well, almost. Hello, is this the pool hall? Roscoe, is Killer there? Well, tell him to rack 2 more tables, get the dime, and come to the phone. Killer, I was just talking to Broadway Joe. Yeah, that's the one. Joe invited me to lunch. He said he'd be in the Timeout Cafe. I told him I had to check with you first. He said it probably wouldn't make any difference to you. He said you probably wouldn't even want to know about it at all. I told him I better ask anyway. He said he'd be in the booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark. Yes. You're gonna meet him. That's right, in the booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark. Okay, honey, call me from the police station. Well, there goes Joe's legs again.
I'd like to thank my wonderful guests, Mr. Johnny Mathis, Mr. George Carlin, and Miss Abby Lincoln. Ladies and gentlemen, my special guest, Mr. Joe Namath. Joe, I want to take a moment to review tonight's game with you for the convenience of those watching. And first, I'd like to take a moment to compliment you. You played a great game tonight, Joe. I mean, the way you went through that line over at the cafeteria. You know, I mean, the survivors are still talking about that. The way you made those passes through the chorus girls' dressing room. But we're a little confused as to why you kept calling the same signals. 38, 24, 36. Your quarterback sneak is out of sight, Joe. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Yes, he's here. Oh, it's for you.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta go. Lights out at 9.
Oh, was that the coach?
No. Touchdown! Yay!